Alright guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening sa ating mga viewers, and I'd like to greet out yung ating mga viewers kung sino yung mga nag-view ng marami last week. Alright, so especially sa Philippines, of course, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and United States. Alright, so we have a lot of viewers from there, and napansin ko nga marami rin new viewers coming from Facebook. And I'd like to thank yung mga nagsishare. I think it's a very time, it's a right time for us Filipinos na ma-open up itong other venues of the market, kumita ng konti, or probably you are going to plan to professionally trade. I think etong year natin na to, 2017, 2018, if you are going to see, sobrang dumadami na yung ating mga retail traders, and I think it's already time for us Filipinos na maging aware dito sa itong other venues ng pagkakitaan aside from yung mga traditional like yung mga retail or yung mga buy and sell, no? Usually ganun yung yung mga dating sideline ng mga Filipinos. Alright, so I think it's already time for us Filipinos, and we are going to review yung ating mga position which looks interesting enough, and we'll try to dissect and see kung ano yung mga pwede nating makita. Alright, overall the market natin, I think it's a very neutral market, and it's already end of the year, and if not, most of the fund managers have already taken their leaves, their vacation, mga tao din yan, and also yung mga retail side, yung mga OFWs, and even yung mga trabaho sa Pilipinas would be more than busy sa kanilang mga Christmas parties and yung mga family gatherings. So right, so you have to control mo yung size mo yon, and trade with less aggression. I think this is 2 weeks lang naman. And before we start reviewing yung ating mga interesting position, I'd like to share a very important word na comes from John chapter 1 verse 14, which reads, "And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth." Right? So I think we have to understand ba't natin sineselebrate yung Christmas. It's because we're celebrating our Lord Jesus Christ, and I think from what I'm seeing sa ating mga trend, no, parang hindi na yun yung nagiging message, especially sa mga kabataan. It's more on the gift side, yung mga material side of things. So parang napapalitan. And if you do travel and see sa mga places, especially mga decoration sa bahay, right? Sino yung mga nakita mo, right? That big fat red guy na tinatawag nilang Santa Claus. Alright, so guys, I'd like you to think of this. Santa Claus, alright, the word Santa itself is a 5-letter word. Alright, but if you put the third letter sa fifth, right, that's a totally different meaning, no? So I might be wrong, right? Or I might be right. But one thing is for sure, if you stray away from the truth, if you stray away dito sa mga message na ganito, you will be deceived, and you will be think you will be lost, right? So be careful, right, with those decoration, and be careful with what the society is telling you, right? So especially if you are not reading and you are not aware, you might be deceived. All right, so guys, want you to think of it, and like you to comment down below, ano ba sa tingin nyo? Baka naman ako lang yung parang medyo paranoid. Alright, so with that, I hope you share sa mga kids nyo, sa mga inyong kakilala, the true meaning of why we are celebrating Christmas. Alright, so with that, let us move on sa ating PSEI recap rules. Alright, with just everything sa buhay, no? So, ito yung mga guidelines na I have discovered very, napakatagal bago ko na-formulate ito. And then when I finally realized, ito yung mga tumulong sa akin sa trading. So, I really do understand that may mga bago tayong viewers and I'm seeing the analytics. Guys, yung female viewers natin has already gone up from 8%. It's up to, I think that's almost nasa 17%. So, that's a big increase ng ating mga viewers. And yung ating age group, who is mainly from 25 to 35 ngayon, it's already expanded. I'm seeing 18 to 25. I'm seeing also yung ating mga 45, 55, 65 range, which is halos wala yan dati nung nag-uumpisa ako. Right, so quick rundown. Right, number 1, take responsibility of your trades. Number 2, protect your capital. And number 3, keep in mind that trading is all about probabilities. So I like these rules because these are non-technical, right? So kahit anong time frame ka, daily, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, you could still apply this, no? And tulad nga ng sinasabi ko, kaya pa ulit-ulit to because I know na maraming viewers. There will be new viewers and new subscribers as well, right? So again, yung overall tone ng market is neutral. So tulad nga ng sinabi ko sa inyo, marami na yung magbabakasyon, especially sa fund managers. Sa retail side naman, ganun din, maraming busy sa party. Some of you have already siguro started searching for their gifts, right? Yung mga regalo sa pang inaanak. Alright? And yun lang, trade less aggressively. I think that's 2 weeks lang naman yan. And let's now proceed sa ating mga interesting position, right? So, kung ano man yung sasabihin ko sa inyo, I'm definitely not your guru. I'm here just to bounce ideas, to reflect, to confirm or deny yung mga ideas nyo. And tulad nga ng sinasabi ko, sa mga analysis ko, kung makakuha lang ako ng 50% correct sa mga analysis ko, I would be more than happy. Right? So, if you want 100% na kung ano man ang i-advise sa nyo, this is not your channel. Right, guys? You have to decide on your own. You have to take responsibility. Alright, so I think one of the interesting position to look out this week, which could have a continuation or a rally, big rally, is itong Bloomberry. Right, so for now, wag niyong habulin due to the overall tone of the market. And I'd like you to set your sights or you set your targets at around this area. So that is 850, 870. Bukas, opening, it might revisit ng mabilis tong 850, 870. And even hindi nyo ma-revisit, I think it's much more safe to play yung abangan siya sa kanyang pag-pullback doon sa kanyang probable support. Alright. So I think if I remember it right, last year also, eto rin yung mga time na nag-surge yung Bloom. Doesn't necessarily say na ganun nga yung mangyayari this year, but from what we're seeing is maganda, no? So usually kasi during the first month or January, meron tayong tinatawag na January effect. So kung sino yung mga magrarally during that month, yung first month of the year, they would likely carry over until I think first quarter is safe, and minsan umabot pa yan hanggang second quarter yung sentiment, because there's some funds na nagre-reset back to zero, right? So sa January, and kung ano man yung nilagyan nila nung umpisa, most likely magrarally talaga, right? So siyempre sunuran yung lahat, right? So I think that's our take for Bloomberry. Especially yung ganitong kalaking value turnover, we do not take it lightly, no? So 276 million again. I would like you to set your sights at around 870, 850 for a possible entry itong Bloomberry. Right guys, like you to remind kung may natututunan kayo sa mga sinasabi ko, or if you just want another set of eyes, you might want to hit that like button or subscribe, right, if you haven't been subscribing yet. Alright, so that is our take sa ating Bloomberry. Let's now proceed sa ating isa. Alright, so isa pa, ito yung green, which has been on the downside I think for the last 2 days. Medyo malalaki yan, but last Friday nga it was able to wipe out negative 6.82%. So pagdating sa green, it was a very very good I think rally, but yun nga lang medyo nanghihina siya ngayon, and I think it has to bounce sa 2 peso area. It has to bounce, and kung mabibreak niya yung 2 peso, I think we are most likely to revisit yung 1.7, 1.8 area at around dito. So on the longer term view, okay pa rin naman yung green, but if you are able to buy dito sa I think 230, you might want to cut your losses and then reposition na lang if you're still interested sa green. And on a positive note naman, yung last Friday's closing niya was not accompanied by a big volume. So ibig sabihin, hindi naman ganun kalakas yung panic. So maaring there's only 1 or 2 positions or mga institution na gusto lang lumabas dito sa green. Again, it has to bounce. I think it's Monday or Tuesday or even Wednesday. It has to bounce sa 2 for the momentum to still on the side. Otherwise, you might want to position na lang sa 1.7 or 1.8 area. Again, green energy on the flip side, possibly maaari. Alright, so there's no disclosures yet. Possibly meron siyang maging synergy deals sa ating IRC. As we all know, isa yung kanilang CEO, baka pwedeng magawan. So yun yung nakikita kong parang on the speculative side, aside from the technicals, yun yung nakikita ko rito na pwede mag-push sa green into another new level. Right, so that's our take for green energy holdings. And again, sa 2 pesos it has to bounce for the momentum to be still valid. Otherwise, yun na nga, 1.7 na and 1.8 yung tinitignan natin possible re-entry para sa green. Right, again, sa ating next watch list, we have yung ISM, and what we're seeing is good, right? So makikita mo talaga, I think it's definitely going to pop. Bibigyan tayo pa nito ng isa pang pop, parang screw, no? Papansin mo yung yung movement niya, no? Pag ganun, and then pag ganun. So it's getting really tight at around here. The volume is already subsiding and the support is being established. Alright, so for ISM, I think for the setup to be valid, 550 or 580 must hold, definitely must hold. And if you are on the safer side, 550. If you are more on the bullish side, 580 would be ideal, right? So again, once naman mag-rally yan, you don't expect na ma-hit niya naman tong 8. So set your expectation very low and you just trade for that rally. Alright, so again, it is currently the price is squeezing and the support is establishing, and this might pop. Alright, so malaki yung chance na magkaroon ng at least kahit mga 3-day rally itong ISM, and this is the first major pullback after nung ginawa niyong movement pagputok niya rito. Right, so again, ISM, you're just going to hit yung 3-day rally na gagawin niya possibly, and right now it's currently sitting at support and the price is tightening. That's very very good para sa atin. Right, so next on the line is IRC. Again, if you are going to still can buy this, no, sa parang magic ano rito magic band around 2.1 dito tumataas siya agad. 2.1 tumataas agad. And then may rally na mga kasunod, right? So does not necessarily mean na ganun nga yung mangyayari. It may or may not revisit itong 2.1, but at least for the meantime, kahit mga 220 pwede mo na pasukin or mag-buy ka rito sa IRC. Again, triggered by the I think na groundbreaking na. Please comment down below if tama ba na groundbreaking na. And I think hindi na nga pwedeng, hindi na nga I think it would not revisit yung 2.1 area, but I guess if you could buy this at 2.20, that's a solid buy already. And then if mali naman yung assumption natin, cut loss na lang agad, right? So that's our take for our IRC. It's currently doing a sideways movement with 220 being the lower range of the box, and yung upper range naman is around 2.8, no? So that's our take for IRC. Proper seal is still good para sa ating mga position traders itong IRC, right? So yung momentum nga lang medyo wala pa. Next on our watch list sa ating spotted this since last week, and ang Asia Best Group is currently doing a very good pattern, no? So parang yung pahook, right? So this is good. The trend is intact, and the last 5 days maganda yung kanyang pinapakita sa EBG. Alright, so again, merong tender offer dito which is way below sa price niya ngayon. I think if I'm not mistaken, sobrang baba nito yung tender offer. And yung currently, yung naiisip natin dito sa EBG, they are required to comply dun sa public float. And if wala nang magbebenta sa tender offer, they're more than forced to buy sa current market price, which would make this price go up. The only negative thing that I'm seeing is very spotty yung ating value turnover. So hindi mo maasahan, no? So meron, wala. So ganun, parang nanguhula. And but currently we're leaning towards the positive side, and pwedeng mag-breakout itong EBG this week. Depende sa mga magiging development, or if there's an announcement to back up yung claim natin na magkaroon ng price squeeze, pwedeng mag-spike itong EBG, right? So again, huwag ka mag-all in dito, and you have to trade with less aggression pagdating dito sa Asia Best Group sa kanyang merger sa Tiger. So yun lang, manage your position dito sa EBG. Right, next on our list, right, swipe ko lang etong, I think this is the last on our list, etong Artaland Corporation. So Artaland Corporation, again, it did break last Friday etong Alco, and a good solid volume. And from the look of it, just merely looking at it, this could be something big because walang news, good volume, and again, if I was going to execute itong trade na to, I would more than likely to bid sa 0.65, 0.63 area, right? So that is a good bid, and this could be something big, right? And start of a new trend, but it's just to be confirmed, no? So again, that big spike in volume and big price surge, that is telling me something. Currently we do not know, we don't have the disclosures yet, but put this on your watch list, itong Artaland Corporation. We might be something on this, no, itong Artaland Corporation. So Alco might be just an intraday speculation na walang ibang makita, Kaya pinitik tong ALCO. So, again, that's our take for ALCO. I think we have one more itong ating move of the week. Itong to go, which did spike last Wednesday. One big spike of 49%. So, imagine mo yon if you place a trade ng 100,000, just one day naging 149,000 na siya, or 140 plus, no, minus the commission. Currently, kala natin it would do another ceiling, but so maraming na trap dito. And para naman dito sa to go, you don't want to bid kasi they're trying to force out yung mga nandito sa area na to, no? So if they're still going to flash one more time, maaring ma-revisit itong pre-breakout area. So again, don't hesitate if it reaches yung 12 kasi magiging mabilis lang yon, no? Yung pag-revisit sa 12 magiging mabilis lang and might spike after nung kasi they are going to force yung mga tao na bumili dito to cut their losses. So when they cut their losses, there could be an immediate downward reaction na mabilis. Then you have to buy. Then take profit kung ano man yung makukuha mo. But then again, maganda rin naman yung balita sa ating to go. If you have not yet read the disclosure set, acquisition ng Ninaco or Negros Navigation, and whenever you're trading news, right, when you're trading news, if you are going to see yung mga salitang ganyan, mergers, acquisition, right, insider buying, that's how you trade news, no? So again, it did react, no, sa acquisition news, but currently I think they're going to force out itong mga bumili rito, and you just have to check and see kung ano yung mangyayari dito sa Tugo. Right, guys, if you have learned something dito sa ating video and you think you have gained something, right, thank you guys for sharing this on your Facebook, on your trading group. And again, I think I have a few more hours. I could still answer your questions. And again, till next week, this is PSEI Recap. Maraming salamat sa panonood.